Well, this is not your typical cheesecake. An authentic Italian cheesecake is even more light, fluffy, and delicate. And the best part, guess what? It requires 0 baking. Our friend Elena Davis joins me in the kitchen to share her recipe, and oh, are we so grateful. Look at this gorgeous cheesecake. Tell me, what sets apart a cheesecake from like an American cheesecake to like an Italian cheesecake?
Absolutely. Okay, so there's a few things. One, it's no bake. So you can't beat that.
So
you don't
far,
have to
check.
you don't have to worry about it cracking in the fridge or in the oven and the water bath and getting it perfect and then taking, all the stresses people have about cheesecake.
Right.
It is very good, but this one is so much easier. And let me tell you, it's creamy, it's delicious. It's everything you want in a cheesecake minus all the work.
I mean, how do we say no to that?
Yeah, so it's so good. So you won't believe the secret ingredient. It's mascarpone, which is kind of like a sister to cream cheese.
Okay, what's different?
Only it's milder, it's creamier, and it's more dense.
Really
It's kind of yellow in color.
Okay.
It's really easy we make tiramisu with it. So it's mascarpone, we use it a lot in Italy.
Okay, one more time for all of us.
Mascarpone.
It's so good. Don't you feel like you're in Italy? I just feel like
So,
every time I'm with you.
You're gonna love it. Okay, believe it or not, Italians for the past, I want to say 15, 20 years, are obsessed with Philadelphia cream cheese.
What?
We call it Philadelphia. It's like the
Even that sounds better. Even if that sounds better.
the Italian way to say
my
cream
gosh,
cheese.
okay.
Anyway, so there also is some cream cheese in it.
Oh, so we just added both.
So we're just doing both.
Okay.
And then we have so this is what this mixture is right here. It's the cream cheese and the mascarpone and sugar. And you can add a citrus like lemon zest or orange zest just to freshen it up, but you don't have to. And then I've already added some. I'm just adding a little tiny bit more. That lemon zest, it just smell that. It's just it's just so.
You know what? This is a signature, I think, of Italian food
So
in general.
simple.
It's the freshness.
Yes.
But just like that homegrown deliciousness, but it's the fresh lightness that we all crave and want.
Yeah.
And that's why it's
Without overcomplicating it. So
yes. I'm actually surprised we're starting with a graham cracker crust.
Yes. So I have done a graham cracker crust. In Italy, you don't find graham crackers very often. There's like vanilla wafers or there's other biscuits.
Okay.
Like there's a brand called Mulino Bianco that makes kind of like Chips Ahoy, kind of a brand, whatever brand that is. So lots of different cookies.
Yeah.
So you can use either, if you're in Europe, you're likely not tuning into this episode.
But you might be. You might be.
So when I'm in Italy, I do use a different cracker or cookie.
Yeah.
But it's just with butter and cookie, you grind it up. It's just your typical graham cracker crust. You can make it with vanilla wafers.
Okay.
Or Biscoff.
I mean,
So
who says no to Biscoff?
if you want, you can do that variation.
Okay, great.
Here I have some whipped cream, and this is where I'm gonna add it to the mascarpone mixture, and I'm gonna slowly, so at first I'm gonna kind of not be so gentle with it, because I really wanna incorporate it. And then, but you don't wanna beat down all that air from the whipped cream, so you just wanna incorporate it really well, and I'm gonna add it kind of in batches. And then I will pour it into, so normally you can do it in a cheesecake, just your typical round cheesecake mold.
Yeah.
Then you'll put it in the fridge to let it set up. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to do it in bars. So I put it in a glass form that you could make into square bars if you wanted.
So there's no baking. We're not baking a crust. We're not doing anything as far
Zero.
as the oven goes.
Zero.
How is this setting up?
As it just gets really cold in the fridge, and you can just slice it and serve it cold.
Love that.
Serve it very
love
cold. It's
that.
perfect for spring, for summer. Today I did a strawberry sauce because strawberries are in season and they're really sweet right now. On my blog, I have a cooked blueberry sauce that pairs so nicely with it. So do you see now it's getting more fluffy?
Yes.
And
it's so light.
Yep, and I'm just gonna add
I was gonna say, are you gonna keep going?
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Okay.
add a little more
Okay.
of that cream. So many people made this for Valentine's Day. But honestly, it's great. Don't you think it's a great summer dessert too?
I do. And
Because
especially when
it's
you have
refreshing.
that light lemon. Oh,
Yeah,
don't
you
zoom
need
up
to-
now. I'm digging in some whipped cream.
I know, but you need to try this. This is what you really need to try. So grab
Listen.
that spoon in there.
Yep.
And just try a little bit where it's kind
She
of
says a little
mixed
bit.
in.
It's kind of a lot.
But you get a
know
little
what?
lemon.
It's also like I can taste a little bit of that cream cheese, but that mascarpone, say it again.
Mascarpone.
Mascarpone. That I feel like is the lightness that we all are looking
Yes.
for and the texture and the flavor.
So it adds a perfect richness. And now we're gonna pour it in.
Pour it in.
Let's
Show us,
do
give us
this.
the magic. While you're doing this, tell us where we can find you online.
Yes, Cucina by Elena. Instagram, I'm on there every day
She
sharing
is.
new recipes. It's so great. Subscribe to my newsletter if you're not on Instagram. I just email you all my new recipes and stay in touch because I love it when you reach out.
I also love about your page specifically, there are some recipes that you're like, oh, I could make this all day, every day, but there's also little tips that
Yes.
it's not even about a full recipe. It's just like, hey, change this one little thing and it will transform your pasta.
Yes.
It's those little tidbits that I feel like I'm taking in every day. And I mean, I am a slightly better,
love
I'm a
that.
slightly better cook because of Elena.
I love that. That's what I want to hear.
Yes.
So here it is. It's all done. But oh my gosh, it smells like lemon. It smells so fresh. You're going to love it all season long.
Make
So-
this. If you do
Oh.
anything today,
Oh.
make some cheesecake.
And how easy is it? I'm
was-
sorry.
yeah, it
It's
came together really quick.
So then all you have to do is just let it set up in the fridge, serve it with some berries, and there you go. It's like magic.
The best, just
So,
like you.
I
Thanks,
think
friend.
it's